Hey guys, welcome back to Judo Highlights. So we'll continue the series having a look at the Olympic draw for the 2024 Paris Olympics. We'll talk about under 73 today. So here are the expected quarterfinals and my picks through the semis and into the finals as well. So we'll start talking about it. We'll start with the top left, Heydarov versus Margalidon. Now Heydarov, he's number 1 in the world, 2024 world champion, 2024 European champion. And if you have a look at his record on Judo Base, he hasn't lost a lot. He's been really consistent, beating all the best. And he's got this style, he's got these awkward katagurumas that he does, this kind of weird sumigaishi that he does. He finds a way to get a score, very hard judoka to plan for, unless you've kind of been up against him again and again. Now, unfortunately for Margalidon, he's lost 3 times against Heydarov. So, gotta go with Heydarov here. I think he's going to get through the quarterfinals. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to pick him to go all the way and take gold. More on that later. Now the next quarterfinal is an interesting one. It's Lombardo versus Cognain. Now Lombardo, of late, has been absolutely unstoppable. And even before I looked at this draw, he was my favorite to win the whole thing. I mean, if you just have a look at his judo recently, it's absolutely amazing. Almost looks unstoppable. He's kind of got that aura about him that all the best guys have. Now this Cognain situation is really interesting because these guys have fought before 4 times. Lombardo has only won once, so 25%, and Cognain taking the other 3 contests. Now it's kind of interesting. 2 of these contests that Cognain won were at under 66. And one of those wins was at the Tokyo Olympics. So the person who eliminated Lombardo out of the Tokyo Olympics was Cognain. And here they are, predicted to meet again at the Olympics in Paris. So I don't know what Lombardo is thinking. I hope it's not a big factor. So it is a hard pick. Cognain definitely has the wins against Lombardo, but Lombardo definitely beating the more higher level guys, having the better results of recent. I gotta go with Lombardo. I think he's kind of building towards something. I think he's gonna figure it out. He'll probably stop doing all the sumigaishi stuff, stick to his stronger techniques, the kataguruma, the seoi-nage, and I think he'll get through Cognain. Next up, as we move over to the right side of the bracket, so Hashimoto, he's up against Shavdatuashvili. And interestingly, we have seen this matchup before at the quarterfinal stage. Actually, no, sorry, it was a round 2 matchup at the World Championships in 2023 when these two faced off against each other. Hashimoto, he won that one, got a wazari score, and just looked the more busier fighter. Now these two, they've faced off against each other quite a few times. Hashimoto winning 2 times and Shavdatuashvili winning 1. Now the 2 of them are getting up there in age, but I would say that Shavdatuashvili, he's looking a little bit older than Hashimoto. Hashimoto not competing a lot because of his age, but he usually comes to a competition with pretty good conditioning, and he's kind of winning consistently over the years. Sometimes the way in which he wins is not the most exciting, but Shavdatuashvili, just recently, he's kind of lost against people that he probably wouldn't have lost to in the past. So here I gotta go with Hashimoto. It's his big moment. He's been waiting for Ono Shohei to kind of get out of the way for so many years, so I think he's going to be more prepared than ever before. He's going to go through game plans, he's going to have the best conditioning, and you got to think from Shavdatuashvili's perspective, he's already been here and done it. What more does he have to prove? So, I mean, I don't see Shavdatuashvili losing on purpose, but I do see a really nice image on the TV of Shavdatuashvili congratulating Hashimoto as he wins that quarterfinal, and then kind of sending him off into the semifinals. I think that would be nice to see. Now, for the final quarterfinal, we've got Stump against Yodoshev. It's a bit hard to judge how Stump is at the moment, his conditioning. 2023, he became world champion, and then shortly after that, he injured himself, had to have surgery, and so coming back has been a slow process. He had quite a few losses, but then he came and took gold at Dushanbe and took a bronze at the World Championships. He's in Japan now, training. Looks really good. And in the past, I've definitely been very high on Stump. I think he's a high-level judoka with really good techniques. Probably one of the best hizagurumas in the game. So he's definitely in the mix to take a medal. maybe even take gold. Now he's up against Yuldoshev, and I gotta say I was kind of surprised that the Uzbekistan team didn't go with Ahadov. I definitely rank Ahadov much higher than I do Yuldoshev. Now, similar to the first quarterfinal that I talked about, Stump, he's got 3 wins against Yuldoshev, Yuldoshev 0. So I gotta go with Stump here, just based on the numbers. So we'll stay here on this side of the bracket and talk about the semi-final. Now I've got Hashimoto up against Stump. These two have fought before, and I do think Stump, he has a good style for the Japanese. He's not doing anything crazy, plays a similar gripping game, although he likes to be, a bit closer. He's got a lot more strength, and so similar kind of grips, but more strength, and then he's good at absorbing their kind of techniques, I feel. So it'll be a battle. Hashimoto, he's going to look to kind of pick his moments, use his kumikata. He'll be staying busy, that's for sure. And then Stump, he'll just be looking to get a grip on Hashimoto, and then he'll be looking for something like a hizaguruma. I don't think he'll have success with the uchimata, but his hizaguruma, ashiwaza, I mean, it's some of the best in the game, and I can really see him throwing Hashimoto again like he did back in the World Championships in 2023. Now, I gotta say, if Hashimoto's gonna win this, it's gonna be dirty. He's gonna win it by shidos, so it really could go either way. Hashimoto will be prepared, that's for sure. He'll be prepared to really win against people that he's had a loss against before in the past. But once again, this is a hard pick, hard choice to make. Could go either way. It's probably just gonna depend on the conditioning of either guy on the day. But I gotta say, I mean, Stump, he's younger. Hashimoto, definitely over the hill. So I will be picking Stump to win this one. Now on the other side of the bracket, we've got Heydarov getting through Margelidon and then meeting Lombardo in that semi-final. I really do hope Lombardo gets through Cog9. I mean, his story is great, coming up from 66 to 73, kind of pushing Basili out of the picture, and then he's just turned into this force at 73, and he's absolutely amazing. So these two also have a bit of a history, and it's kind of a strange one. So Lombardo winning 3 out of the 4 contests, although Heydarov, he won the last one. Now in that last contest, it was strange, so I thought it should have been a score for Lombardo, then went for the Sumigaishi, looked to counter it, and the judges didn't see it this way. And Lombardo, he's lost matches like this before. I'm not sure if he doesn't quite understand the rule and how it's interpreted, but I do feel recently he's stopped doing it. He's realized that, okay, he's good at absorbing people's techniques, but he can't just go in for a Sumigaishi here in case people put a foot across and go for a kochi or something else. So I don't think he's going to make that mistake again. Lombardo, he is a kataguruma expert himself, so he understands exactly what Heydarov's doing quite well, I think. I mean, the record as well, 3-1, so I got to go with Lombardo here. So that puts Lombardo up against Stump in the final, and this is going to be a really good contest. These two, so unique, so different, and big throwers as well. Now, they've only met once before, and that was at the World Championships in the final in 2023. And personally, I thought Lombardo was winning that contest. In the end, he gets done Hansokomake for head diving, and so this is the reason why Stump became world champion in 2023. Definitely deserves it. He is an amazing judoka, and he definitely has the qualities of a world champion and the record as well. He's taken out previous world champions himself, of course. But I just do think in that contest, that head diving Hansokomake was, I mean, it is what it is, but Lombardo was winning that contest. And so here in the finals at the Olympics, I would like to see a bit of revenge. Lombardo taking gold at under 73. I think he can do it. So that's my pick, guys. Lombardo, 73, Olympic champion at Paris. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.